So these are some male half-black AOC leopard Delta guppies. They're the yellow leopards. Now, this male here that's got the dark blue mottled with some yellow at the base there, he was what I chose for my next breeder male, but he didn't have this blue color. He was a yellow leopard. And as he's matured, he's got more of that blackish blue modeling going on, smudgy pattern. But I chose him because he was very dark bodied and he had a green forehead. It doesn't show up very good from this angle, but they have a metallic green forehead. You can see a little bit of it, but he actually has a lot of that green on his forehead. And that's why I chose him, because I want to select for that green color on the forehead. And like I said, at the time, he was still a yellow leopard. He didn't have this pattern. He's been in the community or the colony tank of this line for a while now, so he's definitely passed on his genetics. Unfortunately, or maybe not unfortunately, I don't know. And then this is a male that's a little bit younger, and he's showing more and more green on the forehead. It's taking longer to show up than it did on this guy, but it is showing up. So that's this guy right here. You can see that green starting to show. His body isn't quite as dark, and the black doesn't cover as much. This guy's almost all black. There's almost his entire body, all the way up to his forehead, just about is black, which I really like. I would love to see him kind of like a Moscow, all black body with the patterned fins would be very cool. This guy doesn't have quite as wide of a tail yet anyway, but he does have the color I want on the forehead, and he's maintaining a yellow leopard pattern. Although it's finer, there's fewer spots, it's still definitely yellow leopard. So my question I'm faced with is, do I leave this male I originally selected in the colony and see what happens and see how dominant that trait is and risk messing up the line a little bit, or do I pull him, and even though he's already passed on some genes he's been in there for a couple months now, at least a month, and then put this male in instead and allow that male to breed as a new breeder. And then these are two that I cut out. I'm gonna put in the male. I've got a 10-gallon male tank here in the background, and that's where I throw all the males from all my lines to grow out, and then I pick what I'm gonna keep out of there. So that's my question. Do I continue to let him breed, or do I pull him out? He's a beautiful fish, and if I keep letting him breed, I have another one right here. Now that one I didn't raise. That's an original male there that turned blue as well. And they're stunning fish. But I don't know if I want to lose that yellow leopard pattern. If I had tank space, I would start another line, because I kind of like that variegated yellow, black, and blue tail. I think that's pretty. You can see this is the other male like him right here. So I honestly wouldn't mind having that as a separate line, but I don't know that I want to lose the yellow leopard pattern either. So I don't know. What do you guys think I should do? Perhaps I will just release them both in there for now, and then if I need to, I'll catch out the smudgy blue male. It's very pretty. I don't know what you'd call that, but it's very pretty. It's very, very metallic, and so is this one. Very metallic, and pretty variegated yellow, blue, and black tail. Yeah, if I had another tank set up, I would definitely set them up with some females from this line and create a variegated blue line like this. I don't know if that's the proper term, but that's what I would call it, variegated blues. But I don't have that, so I can't. I have to make a decision. Either allow it to continue to proliferate in my line at the risk of the yellow, or remove it. I'm not sure.